More tough questions, don't worry. We'll solve all here. I hope you can see the screen. Okay, shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let us see. Today is the 8th day of topic sets. We have mainly we are now looking into some logics and logistic questions. Let's look. Prove that for sets A, B, and X. There are three sets A, B, and X. It's given A union X equal to B union X and A intersection X equal to B intersection X. Remember? For the three sets A, B, and C. See, if I ask A union X equal to B union X, doesn't mean A is equal to B. We can easily bring out examples. Or A intersection X equal to B intersection X doesn't mean A equal to B. We can easily bring examples. I will ask also later. But if A union X and B union A union X equal to B union X as well as A intersection X equal to B intersection X, then you have to prove that A is equal to B. How will you prove? I am bringing two methods to prove. One is very straightforward, putting all the theoretical steps. You have to prove A is equal to B. I may write, I start with A is equal to. If you have any queries, you can just stop my procedure at that point. You can ask A is equal to A intersection A union X. You can ask why, or I will tell you because A is a subset of A union X. When A is a subset of A union X, its intersection is A. That is the reason. You know, if A is a subset of B, if A is a subset of B, their intersection is the smaller one, A. So when A is a subset of A union X, A intersection A union X is A. But what is given? A union X is B union X. It's given A union X equal to B union X. Given. So instead of A union X, I can write B union X. Now here I am going to apply distributive law. What is A intersection? What is A intersection B union X by applying distributive law? Can you tell me what is A intersection B union X by applying distributive law? By applying distributive law, we are getting
Sir,
here, yeah,
it is A intersection B union A intersection
right.
X.
A intersection B union A intersection X. That is by distributive law. A intersection B union A intersection X. But what is A intersection X? That's given. B intersection X. It's given that A intersection X is B intersection X. Right? Now, A intersection B I have written as B intersection A, no problem, because A and B are intersection is commutative. Instead of A intersection B, I have written B intersection A. Now here I am going to apply the distributive law in the reverse way. I'm going to apply the distributive law in the reverse way. How do we apply? Precisely, I am taking out B common. Actually, it is a reverse of distributive law. Look at B intersection A union X. Because if you apply distributive law here, B intersection A union X is B intersection A union B intersection X. Precisely, I am taking common out. But we don't use the word take common factor for the sets. We can apply the converse of distributive. Precisely, it is a distributive law. Now further given A union X is B union X. A union X is B union X. Given A union X equal to B union X. Oh, I think now we are at the second last step. B intersection B union X. Remember, B is a subset of B union X. So B intersection B union X is B B, because B is a subset of B union X. As our first step, A intersection A union X is A, we have B intersection B union X is B, because B is a subset of B union X. Very interesting proof, but this I am going to prove in a different way, where I am going to squeeze from your brain. Let us see. How we can prove it? Just 3 steps, but your mind is required here. Or I want to directly write A is equal to B by only 2 steps. First is that, can you represent A using A union X and A intersection X? Can you express A in terms of A union X and A intersection X? You can use X if needed. That is a question you can think of. But our time is permitted, so I give you the answer. It is nothing but A union X minus A intersection X. A union X minus A intersection X. Is it convinced or you have doubts? Hello?
Yes, sir. How?
You have doubts?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I know that you are going to have doubts. Let us see. Let us see. I cannot simply ask you to mug up this. I have A and I have X. Can you tell me what is A intersection X?
It's the middle part where
The common
A and
portion.
X
The
intersect.
common portion is A intersection X. Now tell me what is X minus A intersection X? What is X minus A intersection X? From X.
It is the whole part of X.
Yes, A intersection X. X minus A intersection X. I have made a gray shading. X minus A intersection X. Now you know what is A union X? The whole portion is A union X. From A union X, remove the gray shaded portion. From A union X, remove the gray portion. That is X minus A intersection X. From A union X, you remove that. You get A. You get A. From A union X, you have A union X here. From A union X, remove X minus A intersection X. That is nothing but A. Well, this is not something which you can mug up. You can't mug up. But you imagine. It is your visualization. No need of listing all these diagrams here. If you can imagine that, you can write that imagination, you can write here. It is A union X minus A intersection X is A. But what is given is A union X is B union X. A intersection X is B intersection X. Given A union X is equal to B union X and A intersection X is B intersection X. Substitute A union X as B union X. A intersection is B intersection X. So once A union X minus A intersection X is A, once A union X minus A intersection is A, remember A union X minus A intersection is A. What is B union X minus B intersection X?
B. It will be
That's
B.
See the answer. You only need this much for the answer. The others were my explanation. See, the things are very similar. The only thing that whether you could imagine or not, otherwise it is lengthy stuff. Let me give another exercise for you right now. The question is a similar one. The question is like this. Prove that for set A, X and Y. Here, instead of not A, B and X, A, X and Y. A union X equal to A union Y and A minus X equal to A minus Y. See here, A is common in both. You have to prove X equal to Y. It's given A union X equal to A union Y. A minus X equal to A minus Y. You have to prove X equal to Y. Can you tell me how we can go forward? Can you represent X in terms of A union X and A union Y? Can you represent X in terms of X in terms of A union X and A minus X? Can you represent X in terms of A union X and A minus X? Then I will replace A union X with A union Y, A minus X with A minus Y. So here you have, remember I have to represent X. Here you have A Here you have x. What is A union x? A union x is the complete portion. A union x is the complete portion. A union x. This is A union x. And what is A minus x? What is A minus x? A minus
A.
x.
It is
A
whole.
minus x. A minus x. From A, remove x. Only this portion. Only this portion. A minus x. A minus x. Now, from A union x, remove A minus x. What do you get? From A union x, remove A minus x. You get x. From A union x, remove A minus x, you get x. That you have to understand. I may start with writing x. I have to represent x in terms of A union x and A minus x. Of course, if A is needed, you can use, but not necessary. Remember A and x, you have A minus x. Where is A union x? Here it is A union x. From A union x, remove A minus x. From A union x, remove A minus x. You get x. Getting that? From A union x, remove A minus x. You are going to get x. That is equal to x. So x equal to A union x minus A minus x. Now the problem is over. Only one step. What is next?
Yeah, we have to instead of x, we have to put y.
This is sufficient. This is sufficient to solve. No need of any diagrammatic help here. You can write there x equal to A union x. If you have it out, you can draw and find out A union x minus A minus. That you will get. When you draw A union x and when you draw A minus x, immediately the answer will come to you. How to represent x? You have to do x equal to y. X equal to A union x minus A minus x. And A union x is A union y. A minus x is given A minus y. And once A union x minus A minus x is x, A union y minus A minus y is. I will give you a few more. For homework, you have to do it and report to me. Otherwise, we will do it next week. Okay? We go for next question. Prove that if A subset B, then A minus B is null set. See, remember we have done several questions of similar nature. Now we have to make up. If A is a subset of B, show that A minus B is null set. Let us see what is given to you. A subset B. What do you understand by A subset B? A subset B means all the elements of X or all the elements of A are in B. That means if X belongs to A, that will imply X belongs to B. So A subset B means X belongs to A implies X belongs to B. But I am aiming to write this implies B dot subset A dot. How? You can ask me how. Okay. Suppose A subset B, then X belongs to A implies X belongs to B. Agreed? If A subset B, then X belongs to A implies X belongs to B. So that, remember, now it is a main point. X belongs to A implies X belongs to B. This is a conditional statement. Suppose before going for, let me say, suppose I say that if today is Friday, then tomorrow is Saturday. Suppose I have a statement, conditional statement. Today is Friday implies tomorrow is Saturday. Equally, I can say another way. If tomorrow is not Saturday, today is not Friday. Yes or no? If today is Friday or today is Friday implies tomorrow is Saturday. Equivalently, I can say tomorrow is not Saturday. See here, X belongs to A implies X belongs to B. That means X does not belong to B implies X does not belong to A. Understand that? Today is Friday implies tomorrow is Saturday. Right? That is equivalent to us saying that tomorrow is not Saturday, implies today is not Friday. Actually, this second one is known as the contrapositive of the previous statement. Known as the contrapositive. The word will come to know later. This is known as the contrapositive of the above statement. Contrapositive. What is contrapositive? If we have a statement, P implies Q. P is a statement, implies Q. Here, X belongs to A is your P, X belongs to B is your Q. P implies Q. The contrapositive is not Q. You can have a notation, not Q, or negation of Q. Not Q implies not P. That is a contrapositive. And the statement and the contrapositive are equivalent. As I told earlier, a statement, today is Friday, tomorrow is Saturday. That means if tomorrow is not Saturday, today is not Friday. Or if I say, if you have rained, or if it rained today, there will be water in the ground. There will be water in the ground. That means if there is no water in the ground, there was no rain today. That is obvious. That is actually the meaning of contrapositive. If a statement is true, the contrapositive is same, equivalent. A conditional statement and its contrapositive are equivalent. If a statement is true, its contrapositive is also true. If X belongs to A implies X belongs to B, its contrapositive statement means X does not belong to B implies X does not belong to A. Okay? Further, now X does not belong to B implies X does not belong to A. Now, what do you understand by X does not belong to B? X does not belong to B means X is in B dash. X does not belong to B means X is in B dash. X is in B dash implies X is in A dash. X is in B dash implies X is in A dash. That is the definition of subset. That is B dash subset A dash. So what I have is A subset B implies B dash subset A dash. This itself can be a question. In that case, these steps are necessary. If A subset B, then X belongs to A implies X belongs to B, so that X does not belong to B implies X does not belong to A, or X belongs to B dash implies X belongs to A dash, so that B dash subset A dash. Here once it is not, this is not my main question, you can directly write A subset B implies B dash subset A dash. Well, when B dash subset A dash, what I am going to do is, I am going to take the intersection with A both the sides. B dash subset A dash. B dash subset A dash means, I am going to take the intersection with A intersection B dash subset of A intersection A dash. A intersection B dash subset of A intersection A dash. Correct? I will take the I have taken the intersection both sides with A. Now, what do you understand by A intersection A dash? Please tell me, what is A intersection A dash? Come on, you can break it down.
Null set.
Null set. A intersection A dash is null set. This means A intersection B dash is a subset of null set. A intersection B dash is a subset of null set. But what is null set? Null set contains no element, and we know as a property that null set is a subset of every set. No, it's a property of null set, that is phi, subset of A intersection B dash. Null set is a subset of every set. So phi is a subset of A intersection B dash. So I have two equations here or two relations here. What are they? A intersection B dash is subset of null set phi, and phi subset of A intersection B dash. This both combinedly from 1 and 2 null set is subset of every set. From these two, we have from 1 and 2 we get A intersection B dash equal to null set. A intersection B dash is null set. But do you remember A intersection B dash is nothing but A minus B? Why? A intersection B dash is those elements which are in A and not in B. Which are in A and not in B is as good as A minus B. So no need of prove that. There is the same definition. A intersection B dash is as good as A minus B. Why? A intersection B dash is those elements in A but not in B, or those elements A and in B dash. Elements in A and in B dash means elements in A but not in B. But not in B, that means A minus B. A minus B means those elements which are in A but not in B. Those elements in B has to be removed. So A intersection B dash is null set is as good as A minus B is equal to null set. So I have discussed so many questions here. From this I can ask a question. A subset B implies prove that B dash subset A dash. Or I can say A subset B implies prove that A intersection B dash is null set. Or I can ask A subset B implies A minus B is null set. How many things? Okay. That is our proof. A intersection A subset B implies A intersection B dash is A minus B. Okay. Well, I am giving a few questions. One of them is same thing what I told now. If A subset B, prove that A intersection B dash is null set. You can refer back and write, but you can try to write yourself. Now look, 48. That is A union X equal to A union Y, and A intersection X equal to A intersection Y implies X equal to Y. We have done earlier. But this again. 49 is different. Not the one which we had done earlier, slightly different. A intersection X equal to A intersection Y and X minus A equal to Y minus A implies X equal to Y. What will you do in 49? You represent X. You start with X. Represent X using A intersection X and X minus A. If I give 20 seconds time, can some of you tell me fast? How do you represent X in terms of A intersection X and X minus A? Want my help? How do you represent X as in terms of A intersection X and X minus A? I have to start with X equal to what is A intersection X, what is X minus A. What is, say, you have A
Sir.
here.
Sir, we can write A intersection X is union with X minus A.
Oh, excellent, excellent. See, suppose you have A here, once you understand these two things, very simple. And X here, okay, what is the A intersection X portion? What is the A intersection X portion is? A intersection X portion is here, A intersection X, and what is X minus A? X minus A portion is, X minus A portion is, X minus A portion is here. So look, so you got the answer very easily. Take their union, you get X. So what you get? X equal to A intersection X union X minus A. This portion is A intersection X, this portion is X minus A. Take their union, you get X. And that's all. Then A intersection X is A intersection Y, and X minus A is Y minus A, and you got that is equal to Y. Now 50. X minus A is Y minus A minus X equal to A minus Y. I'm not asking now. You sit and do. And you send it to me today itself. I'll be very happy to see that. If X minus A equal to Y minus A, and A minus X equal to A minus Y, prove that X equal to Y. Here also you start with X, represent X in terms of X minus A and A minus X, and we will get it. 51. Again, I think more or less many of them we have discussed many times. You again try to do, if A minus B is null set, prove that A intersection B is A And if A intersection B is A, prove that A union B is B. Again, if A union B is B, prove that A subset B. We have done many questions of the same kind earlier. So try to do it yourself. Don't go away. Let me take the attendance. Attendance is not taken. So I hope all are here. All are present, I think. Who joined later? All are here. Okay, that's good. So any question, any queries in between? Any question, any queries we can in between we can ask? Okay, and if it is necessary to be discussed tomorrow, I will bring it. Otherwise, we go with the advanced section tomorrow. Okay, now we have more interesting topic in set theory. No difficulties. We'll have interesting. So, shall we call it for the day? But for you, it starts. All this you have to revise again, and you try to do questions. And in meantime, as I told not to do the NCERT questions, but you go through the NCERT books, and when the chapter is over, any point or any question is left out, you can ask me, come on, this kind of question is not discussed. Why so? This is my promise. I will be doing all the questions from the textbook, and whatever is necessary, I'll give as assignment. So once you do all this, your textbook is complete and much more. You can go through the book and see if at all any question from the textbook is left out. I'm sure, I guarantee that no question